Welcome. Take a deep breath and let yourself settle into this moment. Today, I want you to imagine that you are stepping into a place where your mind becomes lighter, your focus becomes sharper, and your confidence grows stronger with every sentence you hear. This is not just an English practice session. This is a moment designed to help you focus on what truly matters, to help you build a mindset that supports your dreams instead of limiting them. As we explore this journey together, I want you to think about one simple question. What actually matters in your life right now? Not what other people expect from you. Not what social media tells you. Not what your fears whisper in the dark. I mean the real things that matter to your growth, your peace, your purpose. Hold that question gently in your mind as we move forward. Today's lesson is inspired by a powerful book, a book that many people say can fix your mindset forever. Not because it gives magic tricks, but because it helps you understand yourself more deeply. It teaches you to stop wasting your energy on distractions and to start investing your time, your attention, and your heart in things that move your life forward. And while we talk about these ideas, we will practice English in a natural, simple, friendly way. Let me share a quick story to help you connect with this message. A friend of mine named Omar used to feel overwhelmed all the time. He worked hard, but he always felt like he was falling behind. He tried to do everything at once, and when he couldn't, he blamed himself. One day, he read a book that changed his entire perspective. The book told him that the problem was not his ability. The problem was his focus. He was trying to water 10 plants at the same time, but each plant only received a few drops. Nothing grew. When he learned to focus on one plant at a time, everything started to change. His work improved, his stress dropped, and he felt more in control of his life. Maybe you can relate to Omar. Maybe you also feel pulled in many directions at once. Maybe you feel like your energy goes to things that don't matter, and the things that do matter get whatever is left. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You are not alone, and you are not stuck. This lesson can help you shift your mindset, one simple thought at a time. Right now, repeat after me. I choose to focus on what matters. Say it again gently. I choose to focus on what matters. Let the sentence sit in your mind like a warm light. Notice how it makes you feel. We often underestimate the power of simple thoughts. But simple thoughts shape our actions, and our actions shape our lives. As an English learner, focusing on what matters is also important. Many learners feel discouraged because they try to study everything at once. Grammar rules, vocabulary lists, long videos, complicated books. They feel lost because their attention is scattered. But when you focus on learning real phrases, practicing daily, listening actively, and speaking with confidence, your progress becomes faster and more enjoyable. You grow naturally. Let me ask you a question. You can answer in your mind, or you can say it out loud. What is one thing you know you should focus on, but you keep postponing? Think about it for a moment. Is it improving your English speaking? Is it taking care of your health? Is it working on a dream project? Is it strengthening a relationship? Whatever it is, hold it in your mind right now. The book we are learning from today teaches that clarity is the first step to change. When you are clear about your priorities, your energy becomes powerful. When you know what truly matters, your decisions become easier. You stop chasing everything, and you start choosing what aligns with your purpose. Imagine you are carrying a backpack. Every task, responsibility, and worry is like a stone inside it. If you fill the backpack with stones that do not matter, it becomes heavy, and you feel tired. But if you remove the unnecessary stones and keep only what matters, the journey becomes lighter and you move faster. This is the power of focusing on what matters. Now, take a moment and breathe deeply. Repeat after me. I release what does not matter. Again, I release what does not matter. And one more time, I release what does not matter. Feel the difference inside your mind as you say it. Let's continue with another story. There was a young woman named Sarah who wanted to learn English for years. She bought books, watched videos, and downloaded apps. But she always got distracted. She said yes to every invitation, every notification, every small task. She later realized that she wasn't failing because she couldn't learn. She was failing because she was not focusing on what mattered. When she finally created a simple routine and protected her time, her English improved beautifully. This is your reminder. Protect what matters. Protect your dreams. Protect your energy. You deserve to grow, and you deserve to succeed. Before we end this section, here is a simple practice. Repeat slowly. I invest my time wisely. Again, I invest my time wisely. One more time. I invest my time wisely. Let these words guide your actions today. You are already doing something that matters by listening to this lesson. You are building your English, your mindset, and your future, all at once. And I am proud of you for being here. This is the message of Section 1, and we will deepen it in the next part. Before we continue, take a moment to smile and appreciate your effort. You are moving forward with intention, courage, and clarity. This journey will reward you in ways you can imagine.
Imagine waking up tomorrow morning with a mind that feels lighter, clearer, and more determined than ever before. Imagine starting your day knowing exactly what matters, exactly what deserves your attention, and exactly what will bring you closer to the life you want. In this section, I want to guide you deeper into that feeling. I want you to understand the power of focus on a level that feels real, personal, and practical. And while we explore this idea, I want you to practice your English by repeating key sentences, answering simple questions, and imagining scenes that connect with your own life. This way, your mind grows in two ways at the same time. Your mindset becomes stronger, and your English becomes smoother and more natural. Think again about the book we're learning from. One of its most powerful ideas is that your attention is your most valuable resource. Not your time, not your money, not even your talent. Your attention, because wherever your attention goes, your life grows. If your attention goes to negativity, your stress grows. If it goes to distractions, your regrets grow. But when your attention goes to what truly matters, your confidence grows, your progress grows, and your success grows. Repeat this with me. Where my attention goes, my life grows. Say it again more clearly. Where my attention goes, my life grows. And one more time. Where my attention goes, my life grows. Let me share a story about a man named Daniel. He wanted to start a small business, but he kept telling himself he didn't have time. Every day, he would come home exhausted, open his phone, and scroll for hours. One day, he realized he had spent more than 2 hours watching videos about people who were already successful, instead of using even 10 minutes to work on his own dream. That night, he made a decision. He turned off notifications, set a small daily goal, and focused only on what mattered. After a few months, he finally launched his business. It didn't happen because he suddenly became more talented. It happened because he focused his attention on the right thing. Now think about your own goals. What is something you know you want to achieve? Maybe you're learning English to study abroad, or to get a better job, or to connect with people confidently. Maybe you want to improve your mindset so you can handle stress in a healthier way. Maybe you want to grow in your career, your relationships, or your daily habits. Whatever your goal is, ask yourself this question right now. Am I giving my attention to the things that help me reach this goal, or am I giving my attention to distractions? Be honest with yourself. Honesty is the first step to growth. Repeat after me. I choose to focus on my goals. Again, I choose to focus on my goals. One more time. I choose to focus on my goals. Let's practice English together with a simple activity. I will ask you some questions. Answer them out loud if you can. What is one distraction you want to reduce? What is one habit you want to improve? What is one goal you truly care about? You don't need a perfect answer. You just need an honest one. The book teaches that many people feel overwhelmed, not because their lives are too full, but because their focus is too divided. When your focus is divided, your energy leaks out like water from a cracked cup. You try to move forward, but you feel empty. The solution is not to do more. The solution is to do what matters. Slowly, intentionally, consistently. Let me tell you another story. A student named Lena used to spend hours studying English grammar. She memorized rules, exceptions, and long lists of tenses, but she still couldn't speak confidently. She said she felt stuck, even though she worked very hard. Later, she realized she was focusing on the wrong things. She focused on rules instead of practice. When she shifted her attention to speaking, listening, and repeating sentences daily, her English transformed. She finally understood that progress comes from doing the right things, not from doing everything. Repeat after me. I focus on what helps me grow. Again, I focus on what helps me grow. As you listen to this, I want you to imagine your life as a garden. In a garden, you cannot make every plant grow immediately. You choose the seeds that matter. You water them with intention. You pull out the weeds that steal nutrients. You protect your garden from anything that harms it. Your mind is exactly the same. Your thoughts are seeds. Your habits are water. Your distractions are weeds. And your focus is the sunlight that decides what grows and what dies. Let's practice some vocabulary. Repeat these words after me. Priority, focus, attention, growth, distraction, intention, purpose, consistency. Good. Now repeat these simple sentences. My priorities guide my life. My focus gives me strength. My attention creates my future. My growth matters. My purpose is clear. My consistency brings results. The book also reminds us that focusing on what matters requires courage. Sometimes you must say no. You must say no to drama, no to negativity, no to people who drain your energy, no to habits that waste your time, no to thoughts that limit you. Every no is also a yes. When you say no to distractions, you say yes to your future. When you say no to what doesn't matter, you say yes to what does. Repeat after me. I say yes to what matters. Again, I say yes to what matters. Let me guide you through a small visualization. Close your eyes for a moment, if you can. Imagine yourself standing on a path. On one side of the path are distractions calling your name. They look tempting, easy, comfortable. On the other side are your goals, shining, waiting, inviting you forward. Which side do you choose? Walk toward the side that matters. Feel your steps becoming stronger. Feel your confidence rising. Feel your English improving with each word you speak. This is your path now. Before we end this section, I want you to repeat one last set of affirmations with me. Say them slowly, with intention. My mind is clear. My focus is strong. I choose what matters. I grow every day. I am moving forward. I believe in myself. You are doing an amazing job. You are not only learning English, you are shaping your mindset step by step, and this journey will continue to make you stronger. Think back to a moment in your life when you felt deeply focused, even if only for a few minutes. Maybe you were working on something important. Maybe you were reading a book that pulled you into its world. Maybe you were practicing English and suddenly felt everything click. Do you remember how time seemed to slow down? How your mind felt calm? How your actions felt purposeful? That feeling is not an accident. That feeling is the power of concentration working inside you. In this section, we're going to explore how you can create that feeling more often, how you can protect it, and how this ability can change not only your English learning, but your entire life. As always, we will do it in simple, clear English that helps you grow with comfort and confidence. The book we're learning from talks about something very important: the difference between being busy and being productive. These two words look similar, but they create completely different lives. A busy person is always moving, always doing something, always multitasking, but rarely finishing anything meaningful. A productive person chooses carefully. They focus on what matters. They say no to distractions. They finish what they start. And they feel proud of their progress. Repeat after me. I choose to be productive, not busy. Say it again. I choose to be productive, not busy. I want to share a story about a man named Harun. He had a habit of starting everything, but finishing nothing. He joined the gym, but stopped after a week. He started learning English, but took long breaks. He made plans for the future, but abandoned them when he felt tired. One day, his mentor told him something powerful. Your problem is not that you are weak. Your problem is that you don't finish. Those words hit him deeply. He realized he was wasting his focus on too many things instead of completing one important thing at a time. This lesson changed him. He simplified his life, set clear goals, and committed to finishing one thing before starting another. Slowly, he became more confident, more disciplined, and more successful. What changed? Not his intelligence, his focus. Now think about your own habits. Do you finish what you start, or do you jump from one task to another? Be honest with yourself. Honesty makes you stronger. Repeat after me. I finish what I start. Again, I finish what I start. The book encourages us to ask a powerful question each day. What is the one thing I can do today that will matter most? Not the 100 things you could do, not the 10 things you should do, but the one thing that will move your life forward. When you identify that one thing, your day becomes clearer. Your decisions become easier. Your energy becomes focused. Let's practice this question together. Say it with me. What is the one thing that matters most today? The more you ask this question, the more your life starts to shift. You begin to feel less overwhelmed and more in control. You stop carrying unnecessary mental weight. You feel lighter, calmer, and more intentional. This is how focus becomes a form of freedom. Let me tell you about a young woman named Vanessa who struggled with anxiety because her mind felt crowded. She thought about too many things at once: her studies, her job, her social life, her goals, her insecurities. The mental noise was so loud that she couldn't concentrate on anything. Then she read a chapter in the same book we're studying. It said, "Clarity creates peace. Confusion creates stress." She decided to make a change. Every morning, she wrote down the 3 things that mattered most. She ignored everything else until those 3 were done. After a few weeks, her stress decreased. Her sleep improved. Her confidence grew. She realized that her peace didn't come from doing more. It came from doing what mattered. Repeat after me. Clarity creates peace. Again. Clarity creates peace. One more time. Clarity creates peace. Now let's connect this idea to your English learning. Many learners feel frustrated because they don't know what to focus on. Should they study grammar? Should they learn new words? Should they watch videos? Should they read books? The truth is that everything matters, but not at the same time. You don't need to master every part of English today. You just need to choose the one thing that will help you grow right now. For example, if your speaking is weak, focus on speaking more. If your vocabulary is small, learn new words daily. If your listening is poor, listen actively every day. One focus creates real progress. Repeat after me. I choose one focus at a time. Again, I choose one focus at a time. Here's a small English practice exercise. I will say a sentence, and I want you to repeat it clearly. I focus on speaking with confidence. I practice listening every day. I learn new vocabulary with intention. I grow step by step. I am improving my English with purpose. Very good. Now imagine yourself a year from now. Imagine your English smoother, your mindset stronger, your decisions clearer. Imagine feeling proud of yourself because you focused on what mattered. Imagine how different your life could be with more intention, more practice, more clarity. This future version of you is possible. In fact, this future version of you begins right now with your focus. Let's reflect on another principle from the book. Remove the noise. Noise is anything that pulls your attention away from your purpose. Noise can be your phone. Noise can be negative people. Noise can be your own self-doubt. Noise can be overthinking. When you remove noise, your mind becomes quiet enough to hear what truly matters. Repeat after me. I remove the noise. Again, I remove the noise. I want you to picture a large table in front of you. On this table are all your tasks, worries, goals, dreams, and distractions. It's crowded. Now imagine gently pushing away the things that don't matter. Push away the fear. Push away the doubt. Push away the unnecessary tasks. Push away the pressure to be perfect. And bring closer the things that matter. Your learning, your health, your goals, your peace, your growth. You now see clearly what deserves your attention. This simple visualization can help you focus whenever you feel overwhelmed. Let's end this section with strong affirmations. Repeat them slowly, with confidence. My energy goes to what matters. My mind is focused and calm. I choose clarity over confusion. I choose progress over perfection. I choose growth every day. I trust my journey. You are doing beautifully. You are learning English, strengthening your mindset, and investing in your future, all at the same time. Be proud of yourself. You are moving forward with intention. Before we go deeper into this journey, I want you to take a slow breath and let your shoulders relax. You've already completed 3 full sections, and that shows commitment, discipline, and genuine interest in your own growth. In this part, I want to take you into a different layer of focus, the emotional layer. Because focus is not only about habits or routines, it's also about your emotions, your self-talk, and the beliefs that shape your daily decisions. To focus on what truly matters, you must understand your inner world. And as we do that, we will keep practicing clear, natural English and build your confidence, sentence by sentence. Let me start with a simple but powerful idea from the book. Your emotions follow your focus. If you focus on problems, you feel stressed. If you focus on fears, you feel anxious. If you focus on your strengths, you feel confident. If you focus on gratitude, you feel calm. This means you have more control over your emotions than you may realize. Your emotions don't just appear out of nowhere. They are guided by what you give your attention to. Repeat after me. My emotions follow my focus. Again, my emotions follow my focus. Let me share a story about a woman named Rima. She used to believe she was unlucky. Whenever something small went wrong, she would think, "Why does this always happen to me?" She focused so much on negative moments that she ignored the good things happening around her. She wasn't a negative person, but her focus made her feel that way. One day she read a chapter that said, "You see what you look for." This one sentence shook her. She decided to test it. For 1 week, she looked for positive moments intentionally. A kind smile from a stranger. A warm cup of tea. A quiet moment in the morning. A small improvement in her English. By the end of the week, she felt lighter, happier, more hopeful. Her life didn't magically change. Her focus did. And because her focus changed, her emotions changed too. Now think about your own life. When you wake up in the morning, do you focus on stress or on opportunity? When you think about your future, do you focus on fear or on possibility? When you think about your English, do you focus on mistakes or on progress? Your answers matter. They shape your emotional world. Repeat after me. I choose to focus on possibility. Again, I choose to focus on possibility. Let's do a small exercise together. I'll say a sentence, and I want you to repeat it slowly. I focus on progress, not perfection. I focus on solutions, not problems. I focus on growth, not fear. I focus on what strengthens me. I focus on what brings me peace. Very good. These sentences may sound simple, but they are powerful tools that help you create a calmer, stronger mindset. Now, the book also talks about another important idea. Your mind exaggerates whatever you think about most. If you think about fears all day, your fears grow. If you think about past mistakes, those mistakes start to feel bigger than they really are. But if you think about your goals feel more achievable. If you think about your strengths, your confidence increases. This is why focusing on what matters is not only a practical habit, but also an emotional responsibility. You must protect your attention from things that drain your energy. Let me tell you another story, this time about a man named Idris. He was preparing for an important exam, but he always felt overwhelmed. Every time he sat down to study, he remembered his failures. He remembered the times he gave up. He remembered the things people said to him. His focus on the past took away his confidence in the present. Then he read a simple line: "Don't focus on what broke you. Focus on what builds you." That line opened his eyes. He realized he had been feeding the wrong memories. So he changed his approach. When he studied, he repeated a mantra: "I am building something new." It helped him stay grounded and focused. Eventually, he passed the exam, not because the subject became easier, but because his mind became clearer. Repeat after me: I focus on what builds me. Again, I focus on what builds me. Now let's connect this to your English learning. Sometimes learners feel ashamed of their mistakes. They think their accent is wrong, their grammar is weak, or their progress is slow. But mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signs of effort. They mean you're trying. They mean you're growing. When you shift your focus from "I'm not good enough" to "I'm improving every day," your confidence rises. Your learning becomes easier. Your progress becomes faster. Repeat after me: my mistakes help me grow. Again, my mistakes help me grow. Let's practice a short English conversation exercise. I'll ask you questions. Answer them out loud in simple English. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak. What is one positive thing in your life today? What is one thing you are proud of? What is one thing you want to focus on emotionally? Good. Even answering these questions is a form of focus training. Another principle from the book is that focus requires boundaries. If you don't protect your attention, everything around you will try to steal it. Your phone, noisy environments, negative people, even your own habits. You must build emotional boundaries. You must learn to say, "This is not good for my mind. I won't give it my attention." This is how you build inner strength. Repeat after me: I protect my focus. Again, I protect my focus. Let me take you through a small visualization. Close your eyes if you can. Picture your mind as a quiet room. In this room, there is a soft, warm light. The light represents your peace, your purpose, and your focus. Now imagine someone knocking on the door. Distractions, negativity, fear, self-doubt. You walk to the door and gently say, "Not now." You return to the warm light. You sit down. You breathe. You feel safe. You feel clear. This is your mental space. You have the right to protect it. Repeat after me: my mind is my sanctuary. Again, my mind is my sanctuary. Before we end this section, I want you to say a final set of affirmations. Say them slowly, with meaning. My focus shapes my emotions. My emotions support my growth. I control my attention. I choose peace. I choose clarity. I choose strength. I choose what matters. You are doing amazing. You are building not only your English, but your inner world, your emotional balance, and your sense of purpose. Be proud of yourself for being here. Before we begin this section, I want you to take a moment and appreciate how far you've come. 4 full sections, 4,000 words of learning, reflection, and mindset growth. That alone is something many people never commit to. But you are still here, still listening, still growing. This shows something powerful about you. You are serious about improving your English, and you are serious about improving your life. In this part, we are going to explore something deeper about focus. The connection between your environment, your habits, and your long-term success. We will also continue practicing natural English, repeating phrases, imagining real situations, and strengthening your confidence step by step. Let's begin with a simple idea from the book. Your environment shapes your focus. Many people think success is only about willpower. But the truth is, your surroundings influence you more than you realize. If your environment is full of noise, distraction, and negativity, your mind becomes tired quickly. But if your environment supports your goals, your focus becomes stronger without effort. Repeat after me. My environment supports my focus. Again, my environment supports my focus. Think about a student named Adil. He really wanted to learn English, but he always studied on his bed, with his phone next to him, notifications popping up every few seconds. His family talked loudly in the next room, and he kept telling himself he could focus if he just tried harder. But he couldn't. He felt frustrated. One day he read a chapter that said, "Don't fight your environment, shape it." So he changed things. He picked a quiet corner in his house, removed distractions, put his phone far away, and studied at the same time every day. Suddenly, his focus improved, not because he became stronger, but because his environment stopped pulling him away. His progress accelerated simply because he created a space where his mind could work peacefully. Now look at your own life for a moment. What does your environment look like? Is it clean or messy? Loud or peaceful? Supportive or distracting? These details matter because your mind is sensitive to the space around you. If you want to focus on what matters, your environment must reflect your intentions. Repeat after me. I shape my environment. Again, I shape my environment. Let's do a small English practice exercise. Repeat these sentences slowly. I organize my space. I remove distractions. I choose a quiet place to learn. My environment helps me succeed. Very good. Even these small sentences begin to reshape your thinking. Another principle from the book is the power of habits. Focus is not something you use once. It is something you build like a muscle. And habits are the exercise that strengthen this muscle. A habit does not need to be big. A habit needs to be consistent. Repeat after me. Small habits create big change. Again, small habits create big change. Let me tell you a story about a woman named Elena. She wanted to read more books, but she kept telling herself she didn't have time. After reading this book, she decided to start a tiny habit. 5 minutes of reading every day. Just 5 minutes. At first, it felt too small, but she stayed consistent. Over time, 5 minutes became 10 minutes, then 20. After a year, she had read more books than she ever expected. Her success didn't come from motivation. It came from consistency. That's the real magic of focus. Now think about your own habits. What small habit could help you grow? Could you listen to English for 5 minutes each morning? Could you repeat 10 new words every night? Could you read a page of a book daily? Could you practice speaking for just 2 minutes? These small actions, repeated over time, will change your English more than any complicated study plan. Repeat after me. I build habits that help me grow. Again, I build habits that help me grow. Let's practice another set of vocabulary. Repeat these words after me. Consistency, routine, discipline, habit, structure, improvement, focus. Very good. Now say these simple sentences. My routines support my goals. My discipline grows stronger every day. My habits shape my future. Let's move to another idea. Focus requires removing what drains you. Sometimes, people think the key to success is adding more learning, more tasks, more goals. But often, the real key is removing things, removing distractions, removing negative influences, removing time-wasting habits, removing unnecessary pressure. The book says, your life improves when you subtract, not when you multiply. Repeat after me. I remove what drains me. Again, I remove what drains me. I want to share another story. This time about a young man named Samir. He wanted to learn English, improve his fitness, and start a side business, all at the same time. He pushed himself hard, but ended up exhausted and frustrated. Then he learned to subtract. He removed one goal from his list and focused only on English and fitness. With fewer goals, he felt less stressed. His progress improved. His confidence increased. And slowly, he got closer to his long-term dreams. His success came from doing less, not more. Now take a moment and ask yourself, what can I subtract? What can I let go of? What is taking my time but not giving me value? Answer in your mind. Even this small reflection can help you stay focused on what matters. Repeat after me. I choose what adds value. Again, I choose what adds value. Now let's talk about long-term vision. The book teaches that focus must have direction. You cannot focus on everything, and you cannot focus on nothing. You must know where you're going. Your long-term vision acts like a compass. It guides your daily choices. It gives meaning to your habits. It keeps you strong on days when motivation feels low. Imagine your life 5 years from now. Imagine the version of you who is confident, fluent in English, mentally strong, emotionally stable, and focused on what truly matters. Imagine their lifestyle. Imagine their achievements. Imagine their peace. This vision is not a fantasy. It is a direction. Repeat after me. My vision guides my focus. Again, my vision guides my focus. Let's do a small speaking practice. Answer these questions out loud if you can. What kind of person do you want to become? What skill do you want to master? What part of your life do you want to improve? Very good. Your answers matter. They give your focus purpose. Now let's finish this section with strong affirmations. Say them slowly, with confidence. My habits support my growth. My environment supports my success. I remove what distracts me. I stay consistent. I stay focused. My future is clear. I choose what truly matters. You are doing something powerful. You are building the foundation for a stronger mind, a clearer path, and a better version of yourself. Keep going. Before we begin this section, take a gentle breath and let your mind soften. You've reached 5,000 words of focused learning. That alone shows extraordinary discipline. Most people start but don't finish. Most people plan but don't act. But you are different. You are showing up again and again. You are building a stronger mindset with every sentence. You are learning English with intention. And you are proving to yourself that you can commit, you can focus, and you can grow. In this section, we're going to explore something essential: the relationship between focus and resilience. Resilience means the ability to stay strong, stay consistent, and stay grounded even when life becomes difficult. Because the truth is, staying focused when everything is easy is simple. Anyone can do that. But staying focused when life becomes stressful, when your emotions feel heavy, when people doubt you, or when obstacles appear, that's where real strength is built. That's where your mindset is transformed forever. And as we explore this idea, we'll keep practicing natural English, repeating useful phrases, imagining real-life situations, and strengthening your confidence step by step. Let's begin with a lesson from the book. Life will challenge your focus. It's normal. It's expected. It's part of the process. When you decide to focus on something important, life will test your commitment. Maybe you'll face unexpected problems. Maybe you'll feel tired. Maybe you'll lose motivation. Maybe someone will discourage you. But these moments are not signals to stop. They are signals to grow. Repeat after me. Challenges strengthen my focus. Again, challenges strengthen my focus. Let me share a story about a man named Farhan. He decided to improve his English because he wanted a better career. In the beginning, he felt excited. He watched videos daily, practiced speaking, and learned new words. But after a few weeks, his workload increased. His family needed more attention. He felt tired. He started skipping days. His progress slowed. One night, he felt so discouraged that he thought about giving up. Then he remembered a sentence from the book. When it becomes difficult, that is the moment your focus matters most. He decided to continue, even if he could only study for 10 minutes. He stayed consistent. Slowly, his English improved. Eventually, he got the job he wanted. His success came not from perfect motivation, but from resilience. Repeat after me. I stay focused even when it's hard. Again, I stay focused even when it's hard. Now take a moment and think about your own life. Has anything ever tried to break your focus? Maybe stress, maybe work, maybe personal issues, maybe lack of confidence. These things are part of everyone's journey. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is not luck, not talent, not intelligence. It's resilience. The ability to keep going. The ability to continue even when progress feels slow. Repeat after me. I keep going. Again, I keep going. Let's do a simple English exercise. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat it. I am stronger than my challenges. I am consistent, even on difficult days. I choose growth over excuses. I stay committed to what matters. Very good. Another idea from the book is that resilience becomes stronger when your focus is meaningful. When you have a deep reason, a strong why, you don't break easily. A deep purpose becomes your anchor. It keeps you steady even in storms. So ask yourself, why are you learning English? Why are you improving your mindset? Why are you focusing on what matters? Your answer is your anchor. Your answer is your strength. Repeat after me. My purpose makes me strong. Again, my purpose makes me strong. Let me share another story, this time about a girl named Hannah. She wanted to study abroad, but her English was weak. She faced people who doubted her. Some said she would never become fluent. Some laughed at her mistakes. She felt hurt, but her purpose was bigger than her pain. She practiced every day. She repeated sentences, listened to podcasts, and read books. Her progress was slow at first, but she didn't stop. One day, she finally received her acceptance letter from the university she dreamed of. When she looked back, she realized something important. The people who doubted her didn't matter. Her focus did. Repeat after me. My focus is stronger than other people's opinions. Again, My focus is stronger than other people's opinions. Now let's practice a small reflection exercise. I'll ask you questions, and you answer them out loud or in your mind. What keeps you motivated? What goal is important to you right now? What challenge have you overcome recently? Very good. Every answer strengthens your clarity. Let's talk about something else. Setbacks. The book reminds us that setbacks are not failures. They are part of the learning process. When you fall, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're trying. Some people fall once and give up. Others fall, get up, try again, learn, grow, and eventually succeed. Which one do you want to be? Repeat after me. I rise after every setback. Again, I rise after every setback. Let's connect this to your English journey. Maybe you've had days when you couldn't study. Maybe you forgot words. Maybe you felt shy speaking. Maybe you made mistakes. But none of these things mean you're failing. They mean you're learning. Progress is not a straight line. It moves up, down, forward, backward, and forward again. What matters is that you keep going. Repeat after me. I am improving, even when progress is slow. Again, I am improving, even when progress is slow. Now let me guide you through a short visualization. Close your eyes if you can. Imagine a mountain. At the top of the mountain is the life you want. Confidence, success, fluency, peace. You start climbing. At first it feels easy. Then the path becomes steep. You feel tired, but you take a breath and keep going. There are moments when you slip, but you hold on. There are moments when you feel alone, but you keep climbing. And slowly, step by step, you rise higher. This climb represents your focus. This journey represents your resilience. And the top of the mountain represents your future. Repeat after me. I keep climbing. Again, I keep climbing. Let's end this section with powerful affirmations. Say them slowly, with intention. I am resilient. I stay focused during challenges. My purpose keeps me strong. I trust the process. I grow every day. I move forward with courage. I choose what matters. You are doing extraordinary work. You are building emotional strength, mental clarity, and language confidence all at once. Keep going. You are getting closer to the best version of yourself. Now let's explore the final message from the book. Focus on what truly matters, and your life will transform. Not immediately, not magically, but slowly, gently, consistently. Because the truth is, your mindset shapes everything. Your thoughts shape your reactions. Your reactions shape your habits. Your habits shape your future. And when your mindset is clear, strong, and focused, your whole life becomes clearer, stronger, and more meaningful. Let's begin with a simple but powerful idea. Your focus is your life. Wherever your attention goes, your energy follows. If your attention goes to fear, you feel weak. If your attention goes to problems, you feel stressed. If your attention goes to the past, you feel stuck. But if your attention goes to growth, you grow. If your attention goes to opportunities, you find them. If your attention goes to what matters, your life becomes meaningful. My focus creates my future. Again, my focus creates my future. One story from the book talks about a man named David who spent years focusing on things that didn't matter. Gossip, complaints, comparison, distractions. He felt constantly stressed, behind, and overwhelmed. One day, a mentor asked him a life-changing question. Are you spending your energy on what matters or on what distracts you? David realized that more than half of his time was going toward things that added no value to his life. So he made a decision. Every day, he would choose only 3 things that truly mattered and give them his full attention. At first, it felt strange, almost uncomfortable, but slowly, his life changed. His mind became calmer. His productivity increased. His relationships improved. He felt more confident and more alive. Not because he worked more, but because he focused better. Repeat after me. I choose meaningful focus. Again, I choose meaningful focus. Now let's connect this to your English journey. Imagine if you focus only on results. Perfect fluency, perfect grammar, perfect speaking. You'll feel pressure. But if you focus on the process, practicing daily, listening carefully, repeating phrases, learning step by step, you will grow naturally. Results are the fruit, but focus is the seed. Focus on the seed, not the fruit. Repeat after me. I trust the process. Again, I trust the process. Let's do a small speaking exercise. Repeat the sentences clearly and slowly. I choose progress over perfection. I focus on learning, not comparing. I grow a little every day. I believe in my ability to improve. I am proud of my journey. Excellent. Another powerful idea from the book is that what you focus on becomes stronger. If you focus on problems, they become bigger. If you focus on fear, it grows. But if you focus on gratitude, on learning, on possibilities, your confidence expands. So here's a simple practice. Every morning, think of one thing you're grateful for. It can be small. Maybe your family, maybe your health, maybe your ability to learn, maybe the way you are improving your English right now. Gratitude sharpens your focus on the good, and when you focus on the good grows. Repeat after me. Gratitude strengthens my mindset. Again, gratitude strengthens my mindset. Let's move into a real-life example. There was a young woman named Sarah. She always wanted to become a better communicator, but she felt insecure. She focused on her mistakes. She focused on how others might judge her. She focused on her fears. One day she realized that her focus was her biggest enemy. So she changed it. She decided to focus on effort, not fear. On practice, not judgment. On learning, not perfection. Slowly, she became confident. She became expressive. She became inspiring. All because she changed what she focused on. Repeat after me. When I change my focus, I change my life. Again. When I change my focus, I change my life. Now let's do a reflection exercise. Answer these questions in your mind or out loud. What matters most in your life right now? What distractions do you want to release? What goals deserve your full attention? What is one step you can take today to move forward? Good. Each answer creates clarity, and clarity creates freedom. Now let's step into a powerful visualization. Close your eyes if you can. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. You wake up with clarity. Your English is stronger. Your mindset is sharper. You speak with confidence. You feel focused, calm, and in control. You're doing work that matters. You're building a life that feels meaningful. You smile because you know you earned this version of yourself. Not through luck, Not through shortcuts, but through focus, through commitment, through faith in yourself. Hold this image in your mind. This is your future, if you stay focused on what matters. Repeat after me. I am becoming the person I want to be. Again, I am becoming the person I want to be. Now let's finish with a set of strong affirmations. Say them slowly, clearly, and with belief. I focus on what matters. I release what does not serve me. I choose growth every day. My mindset is strong. My heart is steady. My future is bright. I am capable of extraordinary things. I am creating a meaningful life. And now, a final message from me to you. You are not just learning English. You are shaping your mind. You are strengthening your character. You are choosing to grow, to improve, to rise above distractions, doubts, and fears. This script is more than just words. It's a journey. A journey you walked with patience and courage. You showed focus. You showed resilience. You showed strength. And I want you to remember this. You have everything you need to succeed. The focus, the discipline, the heart, the intelligence, the vision. The only thing you must do now is continue. Continue growing. Continue practicing. Continue believing in yourself. Because your future is waiting, and it is brighter than you can imagine. Repeat after me one last time. I am ready for my best life. Again, I am ready for my best life. Beautiful. You've completed the journey. You've built a stronger mindset and a stronger voice. Keep going. Your story is just beginning. As you reach this final part of our journey together, I want you to pause and recognize the strength it took to come this far. You didn't just read a script. You didn't just follow a lesson. You committed. You focused. You showed discipline, curiosity, and patience. These qualities shape a powerful mindset, and this mindset will guide you beyond this moment and into the future you are building day by day. Remember, every time you choose to learn, you choose growth. And every time you choose growth, you choose a stronger and more confident version of yourself. This concluding section brings everything together. The ideas, the stories, the motivation, the reflections, and all the English practice you completed finally meet in one message. Focus on what truly matters, because what you focus on becomes your reality. Your reality is created through the thoughts you repeat, the decisions you make, the habits you build, and the dreams you believe in. Repeat after me. I focus on the life I want. Again, I focus on the life I want. Think about the journey you've taken through this script. You learned from stories about people who changed their lives by changing their focus. You practiced speaking, repeating phrases, and building confidence. You learned that your mindset can be transformed, not by force, but by attention. Not by pressure, but by clarity. Not by perfection, but by consistency. And now, at the end, I want to give you a message you can carry with you long after today. The book teaches us that life becomes lighter when we stop giving energy to things that drain us. Stress becomes easier when we stop feeding it with fear. Doubt loses power when we act with courage. Distractions weaken when we strengthen our purpose. And our purpose becomes clearer when we choose to focus on what matters most. Repeat after me. My purpose guides my focus. Again, my purpose guides my focus. You are not the same person you were when you started reading. You now carry new thoughts, new clarity, new confidence. Focus is not just about productivity. It is about peace. It is about choosing what deserves your heart, your time, and your energy. It is about protecting your mind from negativity and noise. It is about choosing growth instead of excuses. It is about becoming the version of yourself you know you can be. Let me share one final story. A young man named Amir once felt lost. He jumped from one bowl to another, never finishing anything. He felt frustrated and confused. Then one day, an older friend told him something simple. Your life changes the moment you choose one thing and give it your full heart. Amir decided to try. He chose a single goal and focused on it every day. When distractions appeared, he returned to his purpose. When doubt appeared, he reminded himself why he started. His progress was slow, but it was real. And step by step, his confidence grew. His life changed, not because he did everything perfectly, but because he finally focused on what mattered. Repeat after me. My focus makes me unstoppable. Again, my focus makes me unstoppable. Now think about your own goals. Think about your dreams, your plans, your future. They are not far away. They are waiting for your attention, your consistency, your courage. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up, the same way you showed up for this entire journey. Let's do one last practice. Repeat these sentences with confidence. I choose what matters. I let go of what holds me back. I believe in my growth. I trust my future. I am proud of my progress. I am ready for the next step. As we close this script, I want to leave you with a message from my heart to yours. You have potential you haven't fully discovered. You have strength you haven't fully used. You have a future brighter than anything behind you. Protect your focus. Protect your energy. Protect your dreams. And whenever life feels heavy, return to this truth. What you focus on becomes your life. Repeat after me one final time. I am ready to focus on what matters. Again, I am ready to focus on what matters. Thank you for completing this journey. I am proud of you. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving toward the life you deserve. You are capable of rising higher every day, and your focus will guide you forward with strength, clarity, courage, and belief in your limitless potential. Keep going.